all, thank you so much for being here today. I'll be sharing a tutorial how to make the garment you are seeing in the picture. You can find this pattern on the magazine Patrones Infantiles number 15, and you can find other patterns on the magazine. The things all below on the description of the video. Having said that, let's get started. Write down the materials you will need for this shirt. We find the pattern description in the magazine Children's Pattern number 15. Once we have the pattern tracing from the magazine, we cut all of the side line that we made. These are finished pattern, which means they have 1 cm seam, hems, and cut with notches and gray lines. Firstly, look at the pattern line and place all the pattern according to the line and how to use the fabric. In this case, on the main fabric, we're going to cut parallel to the selvage of the fabric. Okay, we have the front and the back. For the front, we have a full edge and we cut one piece. And next to it, we have the back and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the ruffle piece from the front, and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. These are the ruffle pieces from the sleeve, and we cut 2 pieces on full edge for each one. This is the button tape from the front, and we cut 1 piece on full edge. This is the bias, and we cut 2 pieces. This is the ruffle piece from the neckline, and we cut 1 piece on full edge. Remember to snip the notches and the center before taking off the fabric. This is the button tape from the front, and we cut 1 piece on full edge. Okay, these are the pieces from the back. We fuse the center back, and also we overlock the sides and the shoulders. These are the pieces from the pieces from the button tape. These are the bias. These are the ruffle pieces, and we overlock with yellow color on the edge. And these are the pieces from the front, and also we overlock with red color. This is the front, and we overlock. These are the pieces from the ruffle sleeve. We place the pieces on top of each one, and then we're going to gather the pieces. So on the machine we pass a stitch and the other one, because we need to gather the center front of the piece. So we pass a stitch first one and the other one next to it, next to the first one, and then we pull the thread from the spool for get together. We place 1 piece on top of the other, and then we pass a stitch on it. You have to face up the both pieces. This is a ruffle piece which is going around of the neckline. So we have to gather the piece, and you have to pass 1 stitch along of the piece and next to it we pass another one parallel, and you have to pull the thread from the spool for get together. Now we take the piece from the front and we face the right with the bottom tape, and we pin it along of the bottom tape. This is the center front. We face the rights of the bottom tape with the ruffle piece and we sew them. You have to face up together because we don't want to get the foot entangled. Now sew the other side. You have to face the rights of the pieces and sew them along of them. Cut the corners, and now we place the piece on top of the front. You have to match the notches and the centers and pin it. Match the shoulders and around of the neckline, so pin it all around. We take the back pieces and we place on top, face the rights, and we're going to close on the shoulders. Remember to overlock the shoulders and the sides of the front and the back. Pass a stitch all around of the bottom tape on the edge. Match the ruffled piece and sew them on the shoulders and around of the neckline. Close the shoulders. Close the other shoulder. And now we're going to place the ruffle piece around of the neckline. So you have to place until the notch, and you have to match the notches and the shoulders and spray all around and pin it. Then we're going to place the bias around of the neckline. Also, we're going to place the ruffle piece around of the ham hole, so you have to match the shoulders and the notches. After that, we're going to close the sides, but remember you have to first overlock the sides separately. Face the rest of the bottom tape on the backs, and we're going to pass a stitch there. Then we're going to turn, and after that we're going to make the hem. We start sewing the ruffle piece around of the neckline. Remember to facing up the ruffle because we don't want to get the foot entangled. And pass a stitch all around of the neckline. Remember you have to match the centers and the notches and shoulders. Now we fold the center back, we face the right of the bottom tape, and then we place the bias. We fold in half the bias and we place around of the neckline. Pass a stitch all around. Fold the center back, the bottom tape, place on top the bias, cut the excess of the fabric, and cut the excess the fabric around of the neckline. You have to cut like a half centimeter. Snip the curves around of the neckline. Fold the bias in half and pass a stitch on one edge of the bias all around. Turn the bottom tape and pull the corners. And now we fold the bias inside of the garment and we pass a stitch on the other edge of the bias and we close the bias like that. This is the ruffle piece around of the sleeve. So we place until the notch and you have to match the shoulders and pass a stitch around all along of the piece. Remember to facing up the guide because it's easy to pass the stitch. Close the sides, start from the top to the bottom, and close the other one. We start from the top to the bottom. This is the bottom tape. We cut a little bit there on the corner and then we turn the bottom tape. And with the help of the scissor we pull the corners. Fold the hem 1 centimeter and fold again and we pass a stitch along of the hem. Then press with the iron the hem. We continue with the armhole. This is the bias, and we're going to place the bias around of the armhole. Place the bias, fold, and pass a stitch on it. Start from the side and continue all around of the armhole. Cut the excess of the fabric around of the armhole. Snip the curves, and now we turn the bias and we pass a stitch on the edge. Now we fold the bias again inside of the garment and we pass a stitch on the edge of the bias. The other armhole is the same as we made for this one. And we have finished our shirt. We place the buttons on the front and we place the buttons on the center back. Also, we press with the iron the hem. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, click the bell button so you get notified once a new video is uploaded. See you soon. Bye.